Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Williams with Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Clint Ratkovich out of Western Illinois. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. Had a good day. Describe to our viewers just a little bit about your overall career, and maybe you can even take it so far back as to how you ended up at Western.
Yeah, so kind of in high school, pretty much played almost every position there is, every skill position there is, linebacker, running back, receiver, quarterback. And coming out of high school, I was recruited as an athlete. And Western Illinois came to our school, I believe it was right around 2 weeks before signing day. And Charlie Fisher just took over as head coach. He came through the school once. I went back, I think, to Western, gave me a call, and he's like, hey, we want you to come down for a visit. Went down there, loved everything about it, loved the coaching staff, and it was just the place I knew that I wanted to be at. So now, it's going into my 5th year at Western here. Redshirted my first year. I started off actually as a safety and kind of worked on the scout team offense, showed some things there, and was moved to offense. Redshirt freshman year, I was selected to the all-newcomer team for Missouri Valley. Redshirt sophomore year, I was named first team all-conference. And also my redshirt junior year, I was named first team all-conference.
That's awesome. And, right now I have you listed at 6'1", 225. And I think a lot of people have you listed on their board somewhere as a fullback. How does that really sit with you? Are you a fullback? Talk to me a little bit about all that.
Yeah, so the game's definitely changed. The fullback spot, I feel at least, is definitely molded into something that's a lot more than it was in the past. You kind of look at the guys like Kyle Juszczyk for the 49ers, and he does everything. And that's kind of what fullbacks nowadays have to do. You have to be able to split out, run routes, but at the same time go in the box and, take on some huge interior linemen. It's just something that kind of the position's molded to.
Right. And, I realize you do a little bit of everything. You're out there, as a tight end, as a slot receiver, running back, fullback, special teams. You've even taken a couple kick returns. Obviously very, very versatile guy. You can do a little bit of everything. Why don't I get that in your words? What do you think is like the best part about your game?
Like kind of you said, I believe my versatility, great hands, I believe is something I've always had. It's something that came natural to me. Like I said, playing a lot of skill positions growing up, in high school, especially playing receiver, catching is just something that has to become second nature to you. And it's something that I've always carried with me, worked really hard on. And I believe that's a great part of my game. My speed, I feel like I have very good straight line speed. I feel like I can run with almost anyone out there. And yeah, kind of like you said, best part of my game is just how versatile I can be and kind of cause some like different matchups out there in the field.
Right. And I think you were telling me at one point or another that, you're able to get pretty good speed, like when you're out there, running. I don't know how long it's been since you've done a 40, but, being able to run really less than a 4.6, it's pretty good. And I think that's what you had told me, right?
Yeah.
So
we ran. Oh yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I believe it was last year we ran some 40 times with the team. I don't think the times were completely right, but at least they're accurate enough to where we can kind of rank everyone on the team. And I was right up there. I think I was second on the team in 40 times.
That's awesome. And you were also telling me that, you're able to do, at least 20, 22 reps right now at 225. And, we're hoping that maybe, like as this draft process continues, that you'll be able to pump out a little bit more than even that, which is awesome. Tell me a little bit about I don't know, maybe what's one of the best lessons you've ever learned from a coach?
Never mess the same thing up twice. My position coach actually told me this. And, of course, it counts for the big mistakes. You never want to mess those up to begin with. But what I believe he was talking about was the very little things. So that can be something as to hand placement, where you took your first step, and just something that you can control that you could have done better is what I believe he was talking about, and never mess that up if you can control it.
Gotcha. And when you're actually studying your opponent, what are you actually watching on film?
Yeah, so I look at kind of the scouting report. First off, start with kind of defense they run, 4-3, 3-4, what kind of fronts they have. Then I'll start looking into the film and kind of looking player by player. I kind of break it down by position group because, the game plan that week, it can be anything where I'm running a lot of different routes that week, or in the run game, kind of have to look at the fronts and see what kind of, twists or slants that they run. So I'll kind of look for tendencies. So I look into players, kind of linebackers, where they align, safety rotation, and see what kind of blitzes are coming, or maybe even corners, how they bail kind of gives away what kind of coverage they're running.
Gotcha. You were also telling me that you're a little bit of a weight room warrior. How is that for you? Can you want to just expand on that just a little bit?
Yeah, no, I'd set up a bed and live in there if I could. I love the weight room. I believe it all starts there. If you don't have a good foundation under you, it's not going to translate to the field. And it's, just love getting at it with the weights. And, it's one time I like to go crazy in there and just give it your all.
Gotcha. Well, Clint, before I let you go, I got one last question for you. And, a lot of people ask this question. It's really just the why question, which is kind of a 2, maybe 3, fold question. So, why should a team draft you, sign you, give you the big bucks? And of course, what keeps you going? Why do you play football?
Yeah, so I'll start off with why I think a team should, take a chance on me. And I believe it's what I bring to the table, such as, let's start off like a receiver. He's a really good route runner. Some may be good blockers. They have really good hands. Tight end, good blockers. Some are good receivers. Running backs, they can run the ball. Some are good out of the backfield catching it. But what I feel like I am is kind of all the above. And it's something I just keep working on every day, is to expand on the things that I do and try to go from doing them well to doing them perfect. And yeah, it's just kind of something that I feel sets me apart from kind of every other type of player. And that's what I feel the fullback position is kind of coming to. You have to be able to do everything.
Gotcha. And again, is there anything else that maybe is motivating you right now? Like, what's your true motivation as a player?
My brother actually is a really big motivator for me. He's 14 months older than me. We grew up together, and every time we're in the weight room together, he's a bigger guy, but we just push each other. And it's kind of the same mentality for the team I'm on. It's kind of everyone's a brother to me. And when we get in that weight room, when we get on the field, we just push each other and hold each other accountable, and just drives me every day to be better.
Gotcha. Well, Clint, this has been pretty awesome just to get to know you and your story. I do have you listed really as one of the top fullbacks, not only on the small school level, but really in the country, because of that versatility that you can do a little bit of everything. And I feel like a lot of people really need to know your name, because we're going to see you playing on Sunday. So this has been awesome. Just hearing a little bit more about you. Really appreciate your time, and wish you best of luck this season.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.